What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and this morning I shared with you the call for fourth federal level stimulus checks for everybody in the nation of $1,000 that's going out. Take a look, you guys. Stimulus check update. Representative urges a $1,000 check for every American over the Ukrainian aid. Now, I shared with you all the details in that video. If you missed it, you might want to check it out right after this one, as they're saying the $40 billion that was supposed to go out to Ukraine, it was blocked by Senator Ron Paul, and they said, listen, why are you sending out all this money to another part of the world? Why don't you take care of the American people here domestically that have so many issues that are going on right now with our economy? Give them $1,000 stimulus checks. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, you guys, but I'm going to be sharing with you the actual video footage from Representative Jim Banks, as he's going to be saying, let's use this money to help out people right now. And also, we're hearing that this might be needed even more so than we realize. What is going to be coming around the corner? It is going to be a massive economic impact. Stick with me throughout this video. I'm going to share with you all the details that they're saying are starting to brew of what's going to be coming economically. So you guys, I'm going to dive into the headlines. I'm going to dive into the video footage, get you caught up as to what they're saying is going to be unfolding here very soon. But before we do, also wanted to mention, consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. To help us out through this time, we need as much help as we can to learn about money and how to get some of it to help us with what's going to be on the horizon. So if you want to learn about growing your wealth, investing in real estate, stocks, cryptocurrencies, consider joining that channel. I will pin a comment down below. Click the link, go subscribe, turn on notifications. I share with you all the things that I've learned that has helped me and my family, things that I've learned directly from multimillionaires, and I pray that it's going to be a blessing for you as well. Also, if you appreciate the updates, keeping you up to speed on everything going on here on this channel, don't forget, just take a quick moment to smash that like button. Helps out my channel a ton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you like to stay up to date, totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. I'll keep you up to speed on everything so you know what's taking place. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. Just hop onto Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3, and I'll do my best to get you any answers to any questions that you might have. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in, and let's start off with the video footage of what Representative Jim Banks had to say about $1,000 stimulus checks. And then after that, we're going to dive into the details unfolding right now of why they might be needed more than ever.
Congressman Banks, apparently, he says we're at war. Has Congress actually approved a declaration of war?
If they did, I wasn't there for it. I'm not sure what Steny is talking about. And by the way, thank God for the junior senator from Kentucky who's holding up this monstrous spending bill, $40 billion to send to Ukraine, by the way, which is more than we've given Israel in aid over the last 10 years combined. That $40 billion. That's $1,000 for every single American is the equivalent of $40 billion. And with what's going on in America right now, I'd rather be helping Americans get back on their feet than sending money abroad with no strings attached to foreign countries. That's why this was an easy no vote for me earlier this week.
Well, you also have a situation with this COVID funding, and Dr. Fauci, of course, they always trot him out to scare people, this time about the coming, it's like the coming attraction, Congressman. This is the coming variants. Watch.
We really do need the money that was requested, because we're entering right now into a situation where we will be approaching the summer and then ultimately the fall. We need money for vaccines, for boosters, for testing. True, we've been given a lot of money, but the money has been well spent.
Money well spent. Take a look at this headline from CNBC, NBC News. Biggest fraud in a generation, the looting of the COVID relief plan known as PPP. The official in charge of COVID relief tells Lester Holt that these programs were structured in ways that were an invitation to fraudsters. Congressman, we know there's actually no point to most of these testing regimes as well that people are still slaves to in the United States. And Pfizer's made how many billions of dollars with immunity from any lawsuits? They need more money for what exactly?
Well, we always knew Democrats like to spend money, but this takes to a whole new level. I thought we were done with Dr. Fauci, and I can't think of a better spokesperson for the Democrats to trot out and turn off most Americans from doing whatever it is that he's asking us to do at this point. So enough is enough. The fact of the matter is America has been brought to its knees by the Biden economy. Inflation is out of control. Gas prices are only getting worse. And it appears that the Democrats and far too many in the Biden White House and in Congress are focused on what's going on abroad and not focused on what's going on at home. That's where we have to turn our attention.
So there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you agree with Representative Jim Banks that we should not be sending so much money out to other countries and we should be focused on helping out domestically here in the United States and sending out stimulus checks of $1,000 to help out people at this time? Now, just to clarify, the math that he has might be a little bit wrong. $40 billion is not going to be enough to send out $1,000 checks, as I mentioned in my last video on it. However, we are hearing that it might be needed, and very much so right now with everything going on, because things are not slowing down and it looks like they might actually be picking up and getting even worse. Take a look at some of these headlines coming out, you guys. Calls grow for Russia to free up Ukraine ports for grain exports as Ukraine supplies the wheat and grain for about 1/10 of the world. And take a look at this. It's almost grotesque situation. Nearly 25 million tons of grain are stuck in Ukraine, and the UN says that it doesn't know when it can be accessed. And this is slowing down the supply chains. We're having issues. People can't get cereal, pasta, breads. They're not on grocery store shelves. And they're saying the prices are going to go up and we just might have these products going out. But it's getting worse than we expected. Take a look at this. US and Europe race to improve their food supply chains after India now bans wheat exports as they are concerned about the supply chain issues. And instead of sending out exports, they're going to be hoarding and storing up their own so that way they can make sure that they have it, which is going to be making it worse for everybody else in the world. Take a look at this. Russia-driven food shortage means cereal and corn will start running out in 2023, the UN warns. So there might not be cereal, there might not be bread, there might not be pasta, and if there is, you can expect the prices to be pretty high. Now take a look at this. Food costs still on the rise with the year-over-year double-digit increases, increasing year-over-year by double digits, over 10%, and we're hearing it doesn't look like it's going to be slowing down anytime soon. Now, this is all going to continue on, but we're hearing the war in Russia and Ukraine might come to an end by year's end. Take a look at this. Coup to remove cancer-stricken Vladimir Putin. That's right. Right now, they're saying one of the things that makes him so dangerous is they're saying he could be looking at his last days. Apparently, he has some sort of blood disease or cancer. He's shaking. That's why he's holding onto the table. And they're saying that he's willing to nuke anybody right now because he wants to get things done before he passes away. Vladimir Putin is underway and he'll be gone by the year's end, says Ukrainian spy chief. A coup to boot cancer-stricken Vladimir Putin from power is already underway, Ukraine's spy chief has claimed. Now, we will see, but they're saying, here it is. Major General Kyrolo Budanov, 36 years old, believes that the tyrant's clamorous war in Ukraine will hit a breaking point in the summer and be over by the year's end. Now, we will see, but he has just issued new threats of nuclear war, and they're saying again, they don't feel like these are necessarily empty threats, that they're dealing with somebody that has nothing left to lose. Sweden and Finland just announced that they'll be applying for NATO, defying Russia's threats of ending the historical neutrality. Russia then threatens nukes to the United States, the United Kingdom, and Finland if NATO expands, saying do not expand and allow them to be accepted into NATO. If you do, nuclear weapons could be on the way. Now, you guys, so man, things are getting worse with the war. Doesn't look like they're slowing down. Things are intensifying. They are saying hopefully it will be over by year's end, but we will see. But also coming up at year's end is, take a look at this, you guys. The new variant, the subvariant of Omicron stealth, that's hitting people right now where they're getting sick and they don't even realize it. It's ramping up, and we're hearing it could be another huge wave that could overrun hospitals and cause even further supply chain issues and shut things down. They're saying is likely going to be coming this winter if they do not supply more funding to help battle the pandemic. And take a look. 7-day moving average is now up to 90,000 cases per day, and it's slowly starting to ramp up. And we're hearing when we hit winter, if there isn't some sort of vaccines and therapeutics to help out, it's very likely we're going to get hit with another wave here, you guys. So it sounds like more funding, more spending might be needed to help us through this situation. We're going to be seeing how Congress responds to all this. Democrats are saying more is going to be on the way. We will see. I will keep you up to date here on the channel. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash the like button if you appreciate the content, keeping you up to speed on everything going on. Leave your comments. I love hearing your thoughts. Share this out if you think it could help out other people. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, totally free, why not come join the Ram fam? I'll let you know everything going on. Just hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3, and consider joining that second channel, Steve Ram Finance, trying to provide knowledge that I've received from multimillionaires to help out people learn about money, how to get some, how to make sure that you can invest correctly so that way you can make it through these trying times. I'll pin a comment down below, click the link, go subscribe, turn on notifications. We're going to be talking about real estate, stocks, investing, crypto, starting businesses. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.